It's your girl Drea, and I am checking in for Sweet Candor TV on the red carpet, of course. We are in Atlanta, Georgia right now for the Season 2 premiere screening of Greenleaf. Now, this is OWN's #1 original drama series, so as you can imagine, it's definitely a really amazing show. So the cast members are about to walk this carpet. I'm going to get some interviews and some after-party fun, so stay tuned with me. Like you said, you look pretty good for a child molester. My question is, has this role challenged your perspective in spirituality and religion at all? And if so, how?
You know, it doesn't, because what I look to and what I rely on is the signature of my own experience as it relates to religion and the church. I'll tell you what has happened, and I didn't know the toll that this role has taken on me emotionally and psychologically. Maybe 2 months ago was when it all hit me. That's what I've never had to portray a character quite like this in my career, and I didn't know that it was taking a toll. So, I've gone through some things in the past couple of months, you know what I mean, in order to portray Matt. Yeah.
My question is, how much of yourself do you bring to Lady?
Well, the thing is you have to figure out the truth of every character and bring it to you, right? And so, as far as her complexity, the way she mothers, I'm a complex human being, but my set of circumstances are completely different. I'm not a wife. I have one child. We have a great relationship. For myself, institutional religion is not my way. I'm a Christian, but big churches are not where I am most comfortable. So she's really very different than I am. You know, I hope I don't ever look that severe in my real life.
There's a beauty in that.
Well, no. There is a beauty in it, and it is a particular kind of woman that is always manicured and perfect. Where how she looks is her armor.
I love that. Well, thank you so much for checking in with Sweet Candor TV.
You're welcome.
I'm looking forward to Season 2.
Thank you so much. You look beautiful in red.
Thank you. What is it about you that you can relate to with Jacob?
You know what?
Not much.
Everything and a whole lot of nothing, you know? So, but that's the fun of playing a character like this. And part of what I'm trying to bring to Jacob myself is so that even other men that see him and that watch this show, sometimes will see the best in themselves, and sometimes will see, you know, the flaws and the frailties of themselves too. And a lot of times there aren't a lot of men, a lot of actors that are really open to doing that. But what I want to be able to do, and even not just to show and represent for other men, but really to show our women, to show even other people that don't look like us, to really be really transparent about what it's like to be a man, to be somebody's son, to be somebody's brother, big brother, little brother, to be somebody's father, to be somebody's husband. And then in particular, this kind of father, this kind of husband, this kind of son, right? This kind of brother. This is a unique situation, but the dynamics aren't really much different than any other normal family. So I really want to bring Jacob closer and accessible to people who are watching him and are able to go through this journey with him, and at the same time, not be afraid to surprise people, to show, this man as, someone earlier was like, as powerful and as handsome and as privileged as he is, there's always other sides to that. So basically just to show the depth and layers of a man, period. And depth and layers of a black man. There's a lot of stuff that people don't really want to talk about. They don't want to talk about when they're unconfident, when they're insecure, when they're unsure, when they're disappointed in themselves. When men feel trapped, when they feel emasculated, when they don't feel encouraged, accepted, all kind of things that are really basic, primitive human needs. And there's a lot of stuff that, you know, men don't ever really want to admit that they deal with or that they feel. So it's really just to, like, you know, show a man that's got feelings, but still a man that's strong, that's loving, that's loyal, but he's going through some things. He doesn't have it all figured out, you know, and he's still finding his way, even at his age and in his situation. Everybody's just supposed to act like everybody's supposed to know what they're doing already. You know, it's on-the-job training for everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Last question. Your cast member, Greg Allen, mentioned that he kind of he went through some physical, not physical, but mental and emotional, you know, trials and tribulations playing your role. How do you keep yourself playing your role and challenging?
Well, it's kind of like you have to. It's part of what I just think is a part of the. I don't want to say that. Just some of it's technique, but it's really about the journey of being an actor. You got to fall all the way in it, and then you got to detach yourself from it. So there's just a process of being honest about what you're doing, you know, going all the way in, giving it away, not holding back, not being into yourself about it. You know what I'm saying? And not know that it ain't about you, and then remember that it ain't about you. It's not you, and leave Jacob at work. But the things that we go through in life, the things that we understand as human beings, and again, as men, it's just like, you know what? There's something else kind of going on here that I want to kind of add to this because of how I understand it as well. And I know just because I'm a normal dude, like any other dude, you know, there's things that just by keeping it real, guys are going to be like, I know that. I know what's up with that. I've been there, or I feel that, or, you know, like, ooh, wow, I didn't even think about the fact that I'm probably going through the same thing. So it's almost like you kind of also give other men permission to not be perfect, but at the same time, not settle for not doing their best. So you should always be working to do your best. And that's what Jacob's always doing. That's why the popular hashtag is still Pray for Jacob, because not only pray for him, like, you know, like you're going to fix him, but pray for him to find it in himself, to get what he needs and to say what he needs to say and to do what it is he's trying to do. And we're all trying to find our way. He's still trying to find his way. So pray that he makes it through. He don't screw too many other things up, including himself. But, I mean, you know, you never know. You never know what's going to happen. So he might end up tearing the whole family apart. Shaking down the whole.
Is that some tea?
You just never know. You just never know. He can screw it all up, or he might be the answer to keeping all the pieces together.
Okay, I stalked your IG, and I read that you were about to quit acting right before you landed this role.
Yeah.
So send a motivational message out there to young girls like myself and you, who are going through it right now and going through those 400 different or 200 different auditions and haven't landed their role yet.
I think, so the question is like, what do I have to say to them?
Yeah, just a gym. Drop a gym. One of those reminders that you remind yourself every morning.
Just, you know, sheesh, nothing good comes easy. That's like, I mean, you know, just persevere, pray. That's what me and my mom always said. Just, you know, there's this book called The Alchemist, and they talk about how, like, you have this personal legend, and, you know, like, it won't stop talking to you, and you just have to do it, or else it's going to stay in the back of your head, and it's going to bother you, and, you know, and so I kind of agree with that. You know, whatever you want, you got to keep doing it, because if you don't do it, then you're going to regret it. But it is going to take a lot of hard work and perseverance, and it might not be easy, so don't expect easy, but keep going, and then once you finally end up where you want to be, you're going to be extremely satisfied with your life, and you won't have any regrets about the time that you spent working towards that goal.
Thank you.
It's so nice to meet you.
You too. Those who haven't been tuning in, Greenleaf is about your not so typical mega church family. So as you can imagine, really, really big family who owns a really, really big church, and they go through some really, really big drama. AKA the reason why it owns #1 drama series. And if you didn't know, last year in 2016, they were ranked as the #1 new cable series for women.
Work, 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 work. You see me heavy work, 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 work. You see me do me dirt, 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 dirt. That's how me